What's up, everybody? This is Joe, co-owner and CEO at forexpropfirm.com. I'm with Umer. He's made over $11,000 of profit in a week. So he's fucking crushing it. I'm sorry, I'm already swearing at the start of the video. My bad. Someone put a beep. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna introduce you to the prop firm. I'm gonna take 30 seconds. We're gonna do the marketing, the sales pitch, and then we're gonna get into this interview. So basically what we do at forexpropfirm.com, we're funding trader up to $2 million. You receive 90% profit from the start. Our scaling plan, our model, our rules, everything is the best. That's literally our model. It's literally, we look at all the competition and we made everything better. The profit split, the pricing, the rules, and everything. So click the link in the bio, guys, to get started. You can trade crypto, Forex, stock, indices, all of that, metals, commodities, and you can get started with a 10% discount with the code 10OFF. So Umer, thanks a lot for doing this interview. Thanks for your time.
Thank you, Joe. Thanks for having me today. Appreciate it.
Awesome, man. So I see you are from Brooklyn, New York. Tell us a little bit more about yourself.
Yep, I'm from Brooklyn. Hi, my name is Umer Farouk, and I'm 27 years old. Just a regular retail trader who saw the opportunity with Nick and Joe over here with in Forex Prop Firm. And I'm really, really thankful to these people. You know, they're really changing lives over here. And right now, I do construction. My main source of income is from construction over here in Brooklyn, New York. And I'm a part-time trader for now. But
yeah, you're not gonna need the construction soon.
Yeah, soon enough, I'll be full-time trader. If we get along a really long way, definitely, we'll definitely change myself to a retail trader as a full-time.
I love that, man. Insane. You're 27, right? Have you always been living in New York?
Yeah.
Born and raised, all right.
Yep.
And you've been trading since how long? Tell us how you got started, since how long you've been trading, all that good stuff.
So trading, it's really been a roller coaster for me, you know. I actually encountered trading Forex specifically back in 2016. And I was in college at that time. So since then, it's been a really, bumpy ride, ups and down. And but since last year, I would say I found some stability and, constant, I would say, profit generation in and then I was able to find out the right strategy, how my psychology work and all that. So yeah, as we dig deeper in the interview, I'll definitely tell you and share my experiences, over the past couple of years. So that's pretty much it for now.
Okay. All right. So yeah, man. So I've seen exactly like you're saying, like, I don't want to, I guess we're going to keep it for a little bit later then, but I've seen some recommendation that you made, and I like that straight up. And I guess we're gonna keep it a secret for now. But let's talk about your trading plan. Let us know basically what you're trading, which pair you're trading. Like, are you a scalper, swinger, day trader, all of that?
So I'm gonna start from 2016. Back in 2016, because traders like me, retail traders, they like to associate with other people's stories, and then they find inspiration. So I want to go back in 2016. So back in days when I really got into it, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure you'll be familiar with it. It used to be something called binary options. Where you just hit the buy and sell button, and then it's like a timer, 30 seconds and 1 minute, and you make money, you lose money. So that's basically where I got in. And then after that, yeah, everything got banned, like all over the world, that kind of stuff got banned, because really a lot of people got burned really quick. And they were just making money off the retail traders. So after that, I really dig down a little bit and then research a lot of things. As a student, I was still going to college at that time. So But then I was trading no psychology. I have no clue what I'm doing. Whatever money I make, I put in the trading account. No demo, no nothing. So I'm pretty sure any other retail trader associated with me, that we're trying to make real quick money. And the psychology people really put out there, or the picture, influencer and then gurus and whatever, they really put out there. It's really rich, quick scheme or something, overnight you put like $1,000, you trade with me, and then, boom, next day you have $1 million. No, it doesn't work like that. But another thing I want to add over here is that it just feels so much catchy that, you can't get away, you really get into the trap. So that's pretty much my ride has been so far. I've tried like multiple, I would say mentors that people call themselves or something. I've tried multiple signal services. I also have tried yours. I'm not bragging about it, but it was pretty good. But it was only my fault that I was, over leveraging at that time. But a lot of times out there, people are really out there to, scam you, just to take your money away, and they'll show you, like a dream, and then they'll just run away with it. So I used to trade every pair, whatever signal I get, I'll just, overtrade that signal, and then, end up blowing up my account. And I would say I've lost pretty much, I would say around above 30K in the last 5 years. Those 5 years, from 2016 to 2020, I would say like 4 years, let's say. And as a student, and then I became an entrepreneur, that's a lot of money, Like, let's say, even if you do over the 4 years, that's like around 8 grand or 9 grand, or 10 grand, more than 10 grand actually, a year. But as we progress later on, I try to stick with, a couple of trades, couple of pairs, specifically talking about, I trade only gold when it comes to metals. And if we talk about the Forex pairs, I really like GJ because there's a lot of volatility in it. And anything happens in the world, because Japanese yen is a safe haven. So, people really tend to trade that and move their money in gold or the yen. So, and the third thing, I don't really like it, but over the weekend, since the Forex market is closed, I dabble with Bitcoin as well. Nothing else in crypto, actually, only Bitcoin, because I'm more like a technical and somewhat fundamental now. So I'll take a look at news as well, but I basically, my trading plan is usually, based off the zones, support and resistance levels, and different time frames. I get the confirmations, and then I execute the trades on that.
Nice, man. Yeah, we were talking before we started recording, and you were showing me your Bitcoin profit. Maybe you want to show it. Maybe brag a little bit for the interview, but just to show people that it's super cool, man. To give some context for people, we're literally on a Sunday morning, 8:30 a.m. that we did this interview.
8:30 a.m. Yes, sir.
Like, I to be honest, I did a mistake in my schedule. There wasn't supposed to be spot at that time, but when I saw it was, I said 8:30. Oh man, what did I do? I said, fuck it. I'm always up at 5, 6 a.m. So that's fine.
Yeah, definitely.
But like, that's really great, because you showed me you were already like $1,300 in profit on the Bitcoin trade, something like that, and that's pretty cool. People can trade on the weekend with the prop firm.
Yeah, let me show you my open trade so far right now, because this trade is basically, I'm just gonna tell you, a little bit beforehand why I took this trade. So right now, Bitcoin, if you really see a daily chart right now, it's really at a level where it's been rejected already 3-4 times. The zone is really, really strong for the daily and weekly. So on that basis, and then I had confirmation on a 4-hour chart as well. It got rejected 2 times in the last 2 days. So basically last night I took a trade, and then I had a stop loss, very, very minimal stop loss, 1.5%, nothing too big. Since I have $100,000 account, I was only risking $1,500. So as of now, my trade is risk-free because the price, already moved down. And now I've moved my stop loss into the profit, actually, like I think it's like 5 pips or something. So I'll make some money. I'm not losing on it. So I just want to share it just for the motivation purpose. Here you go. That's my account right now. And it's running around $1,600 right now. I just want to show that it's not no demo account. This is my name. It's you know, real 100K account. And then I just want to add another thing. I just made a withdrawal as well. Here you go, $5,000.
Boom. So, and we made another one this morning. We made it. It doesn't show. It doesn't show
the second one. This is
okay. Here you go. Here you go.
If you really want to see another one, I mean, I can show you the weekly and
I think everybody will believe you by then. But here you go.
That's the 10K withdrawal right there. We did this in 1 week, and I'm heading for another one. That's already 102K. You know. So
in 1 week, that is insane, man. Are you always profitable like that? What's going on, dude?
So here's the thing, you know, I really take trades, very conservative trades, you know. I keep my stops closed, and then I really closely manage my trade. I really watch it when I open the trade. So as soon as my trade, you know, turns into profit, I'll just move the stop loss to not even break even, you know. I'll just put into some profit, like let's say 5 pips, or maybe sometimes if the price is like too volatile, maybe I'll put break even. But I don't like break even because in today's market, there's a lot of slippage. You know, the price moves really fast, and then your stop will be like, let's say 190, it'll close at 185, you know. So I like to keep it in the profit here. So that's pretty much it for now.
Congrats, man. That's insane. Yeah. That's definitely, we had one other guy did similar result. He did like 14 grand in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But he took his withdrawal, he broke the rules, lost his account, and I haven't heard about him since then. So I don't know what happened. But he said he said he's coming back. He wanted the profit. I think he's moving to a new house or something. So he's coming back.
Okay.
Makes a lot of sense because man,
yeah, the thing is this, when you have you know, bigger account like this, I feel like 1% or 2% profit is like more than enough in one trade. You know, when you're in smaller account, it's really hard to grow your account. But when you have a bigger account, I would say keep it closed, and you know, you can make really good money. 1% target every day, or 2% every day, 1 or 2 trades every day. At the end of the week, you know, you'll be up 5%. You know, like let's say even if you're not 5%, even if you have 2%, that's $2 grand a week. You know, that's $8,000 a month. What else do you need? That's more than your full-time job.
There you go. Maybe where you from in New York, that's you need more, but like
definitely.
It seems expensive as F in New York.
Really, yep. And after this inflation that hit in New York, I mean, all over the US, 7.5%. It's crazy. Everything is so crazy over here.
The inflation you're talking about?
Yep.
Yeah. I believe like a lot of people that the real inflation is 15-20%.
I believe that too. Because the thing is this, they really printed a lot of money. Come on, in 2 years, it's way above $2 trillion. So, you know, it's going to hit back. It's definitely going to hit back. They're just covering it up right now. I mean, so we'll see as the time passes. We'll see how it goes. But what I feel like it's definitely in coming months is definitely going up. Maybe double the amount we have right now. Yeah.
I agree, man. Like the official number might not get to 15%, but I've been talking about this since the last year and a half, like telling all my members, like, you're not just getting signals from us. You're learning about finance. But people don't care. They're like, I have my $500. I just want to make my $500 into a $50,000 account, and then we'll talk finance after. But even when they get to the $50,000 account, they're like, okay, well, I bought myself a car. I got the shoes. I got this. I'm like, okay, bro, like, do you want to start your own like capital management or your own brand? Like, pay me $5,000 and like, I'll show you how to make like 500K per year. They're like, $5,000 is a lot of money. I'm not willing to do exactly that. So
here's the thing, you know, when we really talk about going from 500 to 50,000, that's you know, really immense amount of gains, you know, from $500 account. That's like maybe more than $10,000% on $500 account. So I mean, that's really real, you know. Like let's say let's be real. That's like 1%, not even 1%, less than 1% people can pull off from $500 account to $50,000 account, because that's a lot of folds, you know, like from 500, you have to go to 1,000, then 1,000 to 2,000, then 4, 8, 16, and then 32, you know, so you're going to make mistakes because you're over leveraging your positions from smaller account. And as I said earlier, you know, the Forex industry is portrayed as, you know, get rich quick scheme, you know, and people really, really over leverage their positions and end up blowing the account. So nobody wants to make 1% of $500 of $1,000 account. Like 1% is what, $10? I don't want $10 a day.
$5.
Come on. Exactly. $5 on 500, $10 on one. I don't want that. But if you really put that $1,000 into your evaluation of, let's say, $100,000 account, if you have a good strategy, you know, you end up passing it. If you don't pass, you're losing $1,000 anyways, you know, from your real account as well for over leveraging. So might as well give yourself a shot. Get a valuation account, you pass it. Now you have bigger shot. You know, you just aim 1% a day, and there you go. From there on, you can grow your bank, and you can then do whatever you want to do.
Exactly. And I see a lot of people, like, I'm not gonna lie, you talk about our signal services and all that, like we're almost bankrupt. Like we're not making any sales anymore. Like nobody's buying Forex signals anymore. Like because of what you just said. Like
nobody trusts signals anymore.
On top of they don't have a great reputation. It's true that it's really hard to make them work, even if they work. Because
so here's the thing, I feel like, you know, the signals people really send, or the companies who are out there, they really send out, they might be legit signals. I mean, they obviously have some kind of analysis, you know, they're not just sending any signals, they're still sending after the analysis. But it really, what my understanding is, it really depends on the individual person who's trading that signal, you know. Let's say if I get a signal from you or XYZ firm or somebody, you know, like, hey, you know what, buy gold at XYZ price, and then this is your stop loss, this is your take profit. So now I need to realize how much percentage, not the money wise, you have to, when you're in this Forex trading industry, you have to really, first of all, my opinion or my recommendation is you have to forget about money. You know, money is just I would say, reward. You don't look for money. You look for your account gains. You know, let's say, how much did you grow? Not money wise, percentage wise. Like, let's say I gained in last 1 week, I gained 10%, you know. If you really see, and if you really tell yourself, hold on, I really gained 10% in 1 week. Let's say in the long run, if I'm doing 10% a week, let's say average 7% a week, that's more than 20, I would say 35% a month, you know? So what else do you need? So my recommendation is this: instead of going from, let's say, I'm going to make $500 of this trade, just start thinking about how much percentage you want to make off this trade and how much percentage you're willing to lose on this trade. You know, that's how you do your position calculation, you know, lot size, basically, what lot size you're trying to use. So, yeah, I mean, that really helped me, and I'm just trying to put it out there, you know, take this perspective and look through this way. And that's how I was, you know, able to achieve my over trading and over leveraging account. And I overcome these kind of problems through looking this. So that's my recommendation as well, you know, to whoever is listening to this, whoever is, you know, trading my way or making the same mistakes as I was making, or you can relate with me. I would say, you know, start thinking about percentage wise, and you'll see gains. Definitely in long run, you'll see gains.
I love that. And yeah, I would add to that there's so many people, like the point that I wanted to make also is, guys, like but I'm going to follow up with a question for you, see what you recommend. But I would recommend to people, let's say you have $1,000. I'm going to take the same example as you said. You have $1,000. Our evaluation for a 100K account, for example, it's $450. So you still have another $550. Instead of passing the challenge, trying to pass the challenge and failing it, if you're not comfortable, if you're not a profitable trader, or you don't have a strategy that you know it's profitable yet, instead of spending $450 for 50 and you're left with $100 and nothing left, like, yeah, go put $500 in a course, or put, for example, our signal services. We try to really change it into a mentoring and analysis services. We have a premium chat, and we give an online course because we want people to succeed, to learn how to trade and to stay with us. So I would recommend doing that, having a community. Some communities per month, it's a monthly subscription. Some of them it's a lifetime price or yearly price. Would you recommend doing that? And also, and yes or no, and why? And also, where should people go learn besides of that?
So, I mean, there's not really a yes or no question. I mean, the answer for your question, in my opinion, to be honest, I mean, you guys are legit. I know that you have serious traders who are doing the analysis, because I've used your signals in past. Like, I used in 2018, 2019, but realistically telling you, after 2019, I really stopped, you know, taking into consideration about signals from anyone. I had you, I tried a couple of the companies, you know, a couple of the different traders from US, Canada, England, all over. But it really, I really want to answer this. Even if somebody goes with your signal and your, you know, evaluation program, they really have to, as I said earlier, they really have to, you know, manage their positions, you know, how much they're losing, you know. So let's say one signal you send, they gain 10% on it, right? And
not even signals. I'm talking more, sorry for cutting you off, but I'm talking
it's okay.
Really like mentoring and community. You forget about the signals. Let's say a trader, should he have like a community, or you should trade alone?
No, definitely a community goes a long way, because as you engage with different people on the same platform, you learn a lot, because just like casually talking, you don't know how much that's worth it, you know. Like a lot of times people just tend to over talk, you know, and that's basically your gain right there, that somebody's telling you or talking to you, or generally, you know, just casually. Because let's say if some XYZ person is like more knowledgeable, he has more experience in trading, and he's in your community, and he's just, you know, he's doing his regular talk, you know, because he's more experienced, but you have no clue what you're talking about. And you can really, just by being in that community, you can learn a lot. Definitely, that really helps a lot. That really helps a lot. You're psychologically, mentally, you know, trading perspective, and then also patience, you know, it requires a lot of patience. So yes, to that question you asked, definitely a community goes really long way. And I have a community which is private as well, you know, like we are limited people, we just trade in there. So I mean, not trade, we basically share our ideas, you know, like what kind of market, how's the market reacting, you know, due to this war going on right now. It's just different dynamics right now. So yes, the community goes a long way, definitely.
Love it, man. All right, I love it. And if you wanted to add anything else when I cut you off about the signals, it's
no, definitely. I mean, with the signals, I was actually trying to make a point. Like, let's say, you know, not every trading or a person is, you know, 100% profitable. You know, or any signal company is not 100% profitable. Obviously, you're gonna have some losses here and there, and then, you know, a lot of times you're gonna have some bigger loss or smaller loss. So just to manage that, you really have to come up with your position size. You know, it doesn't matter if you're, and also the probability of the trade, it also matters. You know, what's the probable cause of this trade working into my favor? You know, like what's the market conditions? So in that sense, if somebody is using signal services, I would say they also look for the news events, you know, just a little bit. I don't really, you know, follow a lot, but main, you know, like NFP, FOMC, and then, you know, on inflation rate, these kind of events, you know, these kind of events really affect gold, and then USD pairs, you know. So if you're using, if you're trading USD pairs, you really should look for news as well. I used to be completely technical, and then, you know, I'm taking a trade, and I wouldn't even, you know, look for the news. And then suddenly I see a spike towards my stop loss, and then I get stopped. I'm like, what did even cause this? Like my analysis was fine. The price was in my favor. Everything I'm doing is right, but what am I doing wrong here? So that basically it, like the news really moves the market as well. So you really have to take a look at news as well. If somebody wants to take a look at news, you can, I think, go to Forex Factory or, MyFX Book. There's a lot of different websites that you can go and you can follow up with the news, and you can set alerts as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Just hold on your size of your position when you're even trading with signal companies, and just minimize your loss and let your runners go, like let it run. That's my opinion or advice, actually.
There you go. I love that. I totally 100% agree. And I have this thing here. It says 80% mindset, 20% skills. But
Definitely.
I think there's a big part that should be added, like risk management somewhere in there. It's really important.
So yeah, risk management is really important, definitely.
Awesome, man. Yeah. You wanted to add something about that, or?
I mean, risk management, I've been taught, all I talk about is basically, all I learned is risk management. As soon as you really learn how to manage your risk, you're not going to lose money. You are eventually going to, so let's say, even if your win rate is 50%, and if you keep your losses small, you're still going to be a profitable trader. Even if you have 50% win rate, I'm telling you. So let's say, for example, I take 10 trades, right? 5 trades are losing trades, 5 trades are winning trades. Now my win percent is 50%, right? And if I minimize my losses on those 5 losing trades, let's say if I lose 10 pips on those 5 trades, 10 pips each, I lost 50 pips, right? And on the winning trades, let's say I let it run, and then my average winning is 15 pips, right? I'm actually 25 pips in profit. So even when you're looking at win rate, it says 50%. In that sense, I'm a loser as a trader. But when you really see as a pip point of view, I'm actually in profit 25 pips. So win rate, it doesn't matter about win rate. You don't go after win rate. You basically go like how much you're risking on your each trade, and if you're minimizing your loss and letting your profits run. Let's say if you're in profit, close half of the position and let the other half run. Something like that. So definitely, that's the risk management point I wanted to add in there.
Totally agree. Yeah, there's nothing to add. It's I totally agree. So cool. Where, talking about that, where, I think that's a good follow-up question. Where would you say people should learn? Because at one point, like, you got to learn somewhere. Is it like on YouTube? Like you said, baby pips? Is it buying courses? Is it private mentoring? Learning alone?
To be honest, it really depends on individual person. Like, what's your level of understanding this market? Let's say if you're just a beginner, you're getting in the market, or somebody just told you, hey, you know what, come trade with me, or your friend told you, or somebody you just got to know about Forex somewhere.
Join IML.
Never even get close to IML. That's my recommendation. I never been to them. I got away easy. Somebody tried to lure me in, but I got away easy. I really figured it out. So but I never learned from baby pips, to be honest, but my recommendation is, if you're a beginner, yes, you go to babypips.com. It's a free course. You get to learn a lot from there. My individual, I'm talking about only myself, my journey, I learned after losing money, big money. I never went to demo account, I'm going to be honest. And I think a lot of people can relate to me, because you really want to see your results. You really want to make quick bucks. So you really go straight to, even if you have $500 spare, $1,000, $5,000, you just put into real account and you start trading, and then, you end up losing that. So if I talk about myself, I personally learned off my experience by losing money. I never took any course. I only took signals. So after that, like, let's say, I would say around a year ago, I got into a community that I'm in right now. We basically trade, exchange ideas, like, what kind of move we can expect from the market every day. So that's pretty much it. They say like, show me your circle, I'll tell you how you're gonna be. So really, really, connect yourself with people as like-minded people. I would say you don't have to be physically connected. You could be online. There's a lot of platforms, like, let's say, Telegram, I would say Discord, I would say Slack. There's a lot of platforms. There's a lot of people. You just got to find the right person, who's not willing to scam you. Actually, it's really hard to find in this industry, like, honest people and people who really want to help you. Yeah. So yes, that's my journey, and I would recommend the beginners to go to babypip.com, get at least basics from there, and then from there on, you can go with the courses. But with the courses, my experience is that I think, my understanding, not experience, because I've never been into any mentorship or any program like that. My understanding is you need a lot of patience with the course as well, because course might be like, let's say, 100 videos or 100 pages of PDF, and then you really gotta go over it, like, over and over. You can't just do like one time. You cannot master it just by finishing course one time. So you have to go over and over. You have to back test that strategy, whatever mentor you're using, whatever strategy he's using. If you're really trying to be successful, you have to back test. And to back test, you have to do it on demo. You can't do on the real account. Like, you have to test the strategy. If it's profitable, then you jump onto the real account. So yeah.
Losing money is one of the best way to learn. I agree.
Yeah, one of the best ways. I mean, so my experience is this, sometimes people will tell you, because a lot of people used to tell me initially as well, hey, you know what, don't go to real account, just do on demo. I would never listen. I'm telling you, I would never listen. I'm like, why would I, waste my time on demo account when I can make money on real account? But you can lose real money on real account too, So I never thought about that. I was like, you know what, fuck it, let's go, let's do it. And that's the psychology. Majority of the traders out there, the retail traders, have the same psychology, because I understand that, because I've been in that shoe as well. I've been to that spot, and I know how people think in generally. So I would recommend, I know not people are not going to listen to me, just like I wasn't listening to people when they were telling me to go back on demo, test your strategies, what you're doing, know what you're doing. And when you know what you're doing, come back to real money, and then you'll make real money.
Exactly. Yeah, man. Thanks a lot for sharing that. That's very valuable information for the people that are watching this. Drop a like for all that valuable information. Make sure to subscribe to our channel. Man, I appreciate for all that sharing, like, your journey and all that, because like you said, man, that's how people are learning, is like connecting with other people's story. And like everything you said, it's pretty much the same for me. So I blew multiple accounts, like probably blew 10K, 30K, man. There's a few people that I think I interviewed, they said something similar. So I guess you guys are in the top that I know about, but no, it's a joke. I literally know a guy that he blew $200,000 account, but he was someone pretty wealthy, I guess, and he got a private training, but the guy was teaching to trade without stop loss.
Wow. So, yeah, that's the worst thing you can ever tell to a Forex trader. Just don't put stop loss. Let it run. No, that's the worst thing.
It was literally like a thing like, every 100 pip, you risk 1%. It's like, okay, but if you lose 10,000 pips, you're gone.
Exactly,
and that's what happened. So
that just sounds so stupid to me, to be honest. I mean, how would anybody believe that?
Well, the crazy thing is that the guy that was teaching this, and I'm not going to mention his name, but people are going to know who he is because he's super big. He's literally having Rolls Royces and Lambo and this and that, $500,000 watch, all of that, supposedly made tens of millions of dollars trading, and he's charging $5,000 for people to come to his seminar, and that's what he's teaching.
Yeah.
So I guess you can get lucky
Yeah,
And
you
once
can
you have
basically
made
with that strategy,
millions,
yeah. With
yeah.
that strategy, you have to be lucky, you know, to make money. I mean, so that's pretty much it. You hit the home run, and then you know you better take the money out, you know, because the next one is not gonna be a home run. You are gonna get out. So yeah, if you get lucky, you make money like that, withdraw it right there, you know, and don't come back to trading. That's it.
All right, you got it right here.
Yeah,
All right.
definitely.
So I was reading the question. I saw there's a question that share with us a challenge you face in your trading career and how you overcome it. But I think you pretty much already described everything about
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
So I think we can skip that one.
sure, sure.
Next one was about risk management and your trading
Yeah.
personality. We cover pretty much that as well. Maybe you want to cover that a little bit, or I think we cover a lot about that. Pretty much instead of going question by question,
Sure.
we did a
We
flow
just went on.
conversation.
Yeah, yeah. We just went
Yeah,
on with it.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
That show people there's no like we're not cutting the interview and all that. I'm literally
No.
right now at this moment while I'm saying that reading the questions, see what I'm gonna ask next. But
And I also want to add this, that this is
yeah,
not a paid interview. This is not a paid interview. I'm being honest with
no,
you. I'm just a funded trader from them, and I really wanted to put what my experience is, and people can relate to it. I'm willing to help, you know, because I've been into that spot. Yes.
I'm pretty sure now that you said that, people are gonna say it's definitely a pay interview, blah blah blah. Even if you share your live account, your profit, and all that.
Nah.
But yeah, but we don't pay no one for interview.
Well,
Yeah,
you know,
we're gonna
whatever I
pay
said.
influencer though. So if you're an
Yeah.
influencer and you're watching this, you're a YouTuber, DM us. We're gonna pay you to make review video and to promote us. Literally, we're gonna pay you up front and give you an affiliate link. But yeah, go ahead.
No, definitely people who really know what how trading works or how the market moves, they'll understand that, you know, this is not a paid interview. You know, a paid interview is scripted interview. This is not a scripted interview. We're just casually, you know, exchanging what we know, and just sharing our lifetime experience and what we have experienced, both of us actually, you and me. So yeah, there you have it.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so we talk about your strategy. Maybe let's talk about, you said you were funded with FTMO. Let's talk about maybe the difference. What is the difference between our prop firm and FTMO? What did you like about us and all of that?
I mean, I like both of them, to be honest. Um, but there is some differences, and both of them make sense in different ways. When I talk about Forex prop firm, which is you guys have 1.5% maximum stop loss per trade, you know, per asset, I would say, not per trade. So I would say if you're new to it and you don't know, or you can't manage like a bigger account, or you haven't done it before, this is the best way to do it, because 1.5%, let's say, if you, for instance, I'll take my example. I have $100,000 account, and I'm trading, let's say, gold. I have 1.5% stop loss, which is $1,500. And let's say if that trade goes against me, I still have, you know, leverage to trade more. But let's say if I don't have that rule, I might as well just let it run into 3%, 3.5%, or something like that. So this rule right here is definitely good for the beginners and who never had dealt with you know, bigger accounts. If we compare FTMO does not have any you know, fixed stop loss per asset. So they have daily loss only, and max daily loss, and you know, max loss for the account. So that's pretty much it. And you require stop loss. They don't require stop loss.
We don't have
And
a daily
then
loss. We don't like the
you
daily
don't,
loss
yeah,
thing.
you don't have daily loss, but then, you know, that 1.5%, that really covers it. You know, that really covers the daily loss, you know.
Yeah.
You can, you know, it's actually more tighter than daily loss, you know. It's actually really to help the trader, you know, that not to lose a lot of money, you know. So risk this much, and then you can, go turn off your computer if you lost 1.5%, come back tomorrow, and then you trade again, gain that 1.5%, But with FTMO, you need like more experience, to be honest with you, because they don't have any stop loss limit. They don't even require any stop loss. They're like, you can just trade without stop loss, but do not breach the max daily loss. For, let's say, for $200,000 account, they have daily stop loss, which is $10,000. So, when you have that kind of stop loss, you're trading bigger lots. There's bigger drawdown, bigger profits. So as you really grow in your trading, I think you can manage that kind of account too. But initially, I think this rule is pretty good, the 1.5% that you guys have. So that's the basic difference. Otherwise, I don't find any other difference. The same thing. Yeah, they don't let you trade, I think, over the weekend or something like that. But you guys also let us trade over the weekend. So that's also another difference. Yeah. I'm not sure about the crypto on FTMO for now. I mean, they let you trade crypto, but on the weekend, I'm not sure about it. I never traded crypto on their platform yet, but I do on yours. As I showed earlier, I have trades open right now. So yeah, that's the only difference I find, and the rest of the stuff is pretty much the same thing.
All right. And I saw they upgraded their profit split. It's how much now? Is it 80%?
It's 80%, 80-20. Yeah. And then if you're a consistent trader, and if you show them, like after 4 or 5 months or something like that, I don't know exactly. I didn't dig it yet. But if you're really profitable constantly, back to back months, you're doing withdrawals and all that, they'll jump you to 90%, and then I think they'll put 25% of your initial balance. They'll increase your account too.
Yeah.
And then they have I got one more thing to add. Sorry to cut you off.
No, that's good.
I think their max account is like for $400,000. That's the max they allow, and over here you guys allow up to $2 million. So that's a huge difference right there that I forgot to mention earlier.
Yeah, that would be, thanks a lot for that. That would be the difference. And by the way, I don't want to bash no one and all that. FTMO are a really great firm, but you got to look into all the details, guys. Their scaling plan is garbage. Yes. You're not even going to scale to 400K, even if you scale to 100K. Just go make the math. It will literally take you a year and a half, and you need to be profitable every single month or 3 months out of 4 all the time. And it's ridiculous scaling plan. And all the other prop firms have these ridiculous scaling plan. So I wanted to point that out. And one thing, guys, that is not talked about, it's the maximum relative drawdown. I'm not sure if they have it. I think they have it.
Yeah, they have
People
that.
got to understand that shit. This is how everybody gets fucked
really
in
tricky.
the industry.
That's really tricky.
All right. And every single firm has it besides us. And I want to make this point, guys, because because we just got fucked. We literally bought an account from, you talking about FTMO. There's another one very popular. I'm not going to name that, but every little people like that are poor or broke mindset, like the people we talk about in this interview, they all go to this firm because they're playing with that. They're like, they know what is triggering like these people that don't know how to trade and all that. And that's fine, guys. Go with this prop firm. That's fine. We're looking for real trader because we're giving real live account. We don't want you to blow the live account that we're giving you in 2 days.
I know who you're talking about, but I don't want to say it.
MMF, let's just say it. My Forex fund. All right. So we tried them. We bought an account from them, a 100K account last week. We lost the account. Why, guys? Because we had a trade, $6,000 and $7,000 in profit. And there's a relative drawdown. So the $7,000 in profit went from $7,000 to $2,000. That is a 5% drawdown. Even if your trade is in profit, we got the account shut down. This is
they count that, yes, But I mean, it just does not feel fair to me because I mean, you're still in profit. Like let's say you're still in $2,000 profit. Basically, you're not risking their money. It's basically your open trade. So as long as that trade does not go to negative, I don't see any reason to, have, but that's their rule. People really got to know where they're going, what kind of rules they're following, really read the question and FAQs and their terms and conditions, read that before signing up. and really compare different companies, you know. So as I said earlier, there's a lot of people, there's most of the people, actually, not a lot, most of the people out there are just to grab your money and run away with it, you know. And there's very less people out there that really trying to help you and, you know, being fair with the retail traders, I would say. There's very minimum people or companies. Yeah. One of them is you. Again, it's not paid, but you guys are.
Thanks a lot, man. We appreciate it. And no, guys, it's not paid. At first, he didn't want to do the interview.
Yes.
He refused when he got funded. So that's why we're doing the interview on the payout now. Yeah. But I don't know what changed, but that's good. We're glad to have this conversation with you. It was a great conversation. We're going to wrap this up pretty soon. There's three other questions we can go over.
Definitely.
But yeah, man, it was great, very valuable. And I wanted to point that out because just to finish with the point we were saying, guys, like, think about that. Why would a firm, okay, shut down your account if you're in profit? That's because you don't have a live account. That's the reason, guys. So even if it says live or whatever, be very careful. There's literally firm out there that it's their server that it's called live, but it's a demo server still. So be very wary. And look, I'm not well, maybe I'm bashing a little bit, but I'm not saying like they cannot do that or whatever. That's their business. That's how they run it. But you guys need to understand that, because you will end up losing 5% one day, even if you're in profit or whatever, and you will lose your funded account and you will have to restart. So consider that. So yeah, that's something really important. And
I have never been with them, but I've seen that kind of rule in a couple of other different prop firms as well. So I'm familiar with what you're talking about. So really, we're not bashing anybody over here. We're just, you know, trying to educate whoever is watching this and just letting you know, like, which way to go. You just still free will. You can still go with anybody. But it's and Joe is basically, we're not even promoting their company. We're actually just talking with our experience, what we have personally experienced. So, you know, whatever company you choose, just stick to your plan, and then, you know, really know what you're doing. That's pretty much it.
Yes, sir. And maybe, I don't know, you talk about twice, so maybe it's a good time for you to plug your private group, or you just don't want to share it. I don't know. You talk about it. Maybe you don't want to share it or whatever. It's up to you. Is it your own private group? No.
No, it's not mine. I'm in the community, so I'm not even allowed to do it. You know, I found it online, and it's really, you know, private. I can't do it right now, but maybe down the road, you know, I'll ask them if they, you know, if they're willing to expand or something. You know, because the thing is this. If you just, you know, name something like this out there in public, you know, then you can get like every kind of different, you know, you get like a different audience, you know. So yeah, it's just, they have strict rules, you know, that they don't want to fill up the group with, like, you know, garbage, you know, people who don't know anything, people who are just asking like basic questions, you know, like that you can get off YouTube or baby pips or stuff like that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, you have to prove yourself to get into that group, and yeah, that's pretty much it for now. But maybe down the road, if we have another interview, you know, and I'll see if I can get an update from them, and if they're willing to expand, I'm more than happy to share. You know, after their approval, obviously.
Oh, that's fine, man. Let's keep it this way. And look, here's what we're gonna do. You ask us to share your Instagram, so we're gonna put that in the bio, and people can go follow you, and if they want to learn, then they can follow you and prove themselves. And you got to do the work, guys. You got to do the work.
But let me tell you something, you know. I keep it private, to be honest. Like I'm not even this is, I'm just saying, I'm not even like, you know, I don't even show off anything, but that's the main reason I didn't want to interview beforehand. I was like, you know what, let me just keep it private. I'm a private guy. I don't like to put it out there. But then I was like, you know what, now I have achieved this, now I have results. So let me just put it out there for other people, and maybe, you know, I can help somebody. But if you really go to my Instagram, I have nothing. It's my personal Instagram. Even though it's public, all you'll see is my pictures. That's all. You might see some stories, that are like from, 2016, 2017, or 18. Those are related to Forex. Yeah, that's the only Forex information you're gonna get from there. Otherwise, nothing on it so far. But maybe down the road, you never know.
Here you go. You never know, man. You never know. You never know. And
that one thing, you don't let it go. You never know what's gonna come tomorrow. You never know.
Yeah, exactly, man. And we deeply respect that. There's a lot of traders that are private. Like, this is what people don't understand. There's so many traders that are private. It's not just like people that you see on social media with their Lambo, even though I don't have nothing against Lambo.
Yeah.
I want a Rolls Royce, but
yeah.
but yeah. So man, thanks a lot for that. Anything else you want to add? We're gonna wrap this up. I think we cover it all.
I mean, we pretty much covered it all, but I just want to add same thing over and over again. It's just the psychology, it's the patience game. It will come to you. Just sit out, you don't have to force a trade. And once you take a trade, keep your stops, close, not too high, minimize your loss, and see what's the probability of the trade working out in your favor, So ask yourself questions like, why are you taking this trade? What's the reason? Why, if you're selling at certain point, let's say if you're selling gold, what's the reason? Why are you selling at this point right now? What's the time frame that you're doing this analysis at? Is it daily time frame? Is it 4 hour? If you're new, I mean, I would say do not even get close to 1 minute, 5 minutes, 15 minutes. Do not even open those kind of time frames. Just trade off the 30 minute or 1 hour. I don't even trade 1 minute or 5 minute myself. I go to sometimes for confirmation. Yes, I go to 1 minute chart. Let's say if the price like going down really steeply or up, I would see like, okay, where is the price breaking and trying to make a turnaround. So that's the whole thing I see on 1 minute, but I execute mostly on 30 minute or 1 hour, or sometimes 15 minute as well. 15 minute gives the solid confirmation as well, but not really. I would still go for 30 minutes. So yeah, ask yourself questions, like what kind of time frame you're using? Why are you going to smaller time frame? Why is my stop loss so big? Where should I put my take profit? How much percentage I'm trying to lose on this trade, if it goes against me, how much percentage I'm going to be winning on this trade. And also I would say take only 1 or 2 trades a day. It goes for me as well. I mean, sometimes, if I see an opportunity, yes, I'll go more. They say stick to rules, but know when to break the rules. So that's basically it. The rule number 1 is for me 1 to 2 trades a day. But if I see an opportunity, hell yeah, I'll go for a 3rd and 4th and 5th trade as well. But if I have, let's say, 2 losing trades, I'll just be like, okay, you know what? Turn it off. I don't want to trade it no more, because at that point, you're like, I lost 2 trades. Let's say I lost 1.5% every trade. Let's say that's $3,000. Now I'm trying to make that $3,000 back in the same day, and I'm over trading actually, and my emotions kicked in as well. So now instead of making that 3,000, I'm going to lose another 3,000, So if you have a losing day, just close your account, come back tomorrow. The market is there. It does the same thing every day, every single day. It does the same thing. It will give you the setups. You're not missing anything. If you miss something, another one is coming. It's around the corner. I'm telling you, believe me. If you miss a trade, you're not missing a trade. It's just around the corner. Maybe tomorrow. Learn to sit out. If you're sitting out, you're still making money. You're not losing money, you're making money. If you're break even, you're still in the profit. So if you're losing money, that's your loss. If you don't have a trade open, you're still in profit because your money is safe instead of losing money. So that's my advice to everybody out there. It doesn't matter if you're a pro trader. I mean, not pro trader. I'm sorry about that. Pro traders are way above me as well. But let's say, beginners, intermediate like me, I would say stick to 1 to 2 trades and keep your stops closed. Less loss and bigger profit. What I usually do is I would add this too. I'll open a trade and then I'll put my stop loss. But as soon as I see like the price is in profit, I'll move the stop loss and, break even or 5 pips, 10 pips in profit. And then if the price drives up a little bit more, I'll close half for 75%, right? I'll secure the profit. You need to secure. You cannot win one big trade. Do not, because that was my psychology in the start, that I want one big trade, In that sense, you lose everything. You lose your whole account. You cannot do the small trades, $10, $20, $50, $100 profit, it compounds. If you're making small trades, you close your trades in the end of the week, you'll see like you made big gains. In the end of the month, you'll see big gains. But if you try to trade, like let's say you're trying to make 100 pip trades, you don't need 100 pips. You need 10 pips only a day. That's it. 10, 20 pips. That's it, max. So let's say at 10 pips, I'll close my 75%. Rest of the trade, I have a break even. I'll let it run to my 100 pips. If it goes, goes. If not, then not. It'll come to break even. At least I secured my 75%. That's what it is. And then the second thing that I think I missed, I forgot to add, I really wanted to add initially as well. I really trade New York session because that's where the most volatility comes in. Because I trade gold, Forex as well, very minimal, GJ, nothing else, only gold. That's where my main focus is. The gold is really volatile because the pre-New York opens up 6:30. New York open for banks and everything else is 8 o'clock for the Forex market, and then the stock exchange is 9:30, So put yourself in this way: 6:30, 8 o'clock, 9:30, 10 o'clock. So you have 4 different times every single day. If you miss your trade at 6:30, get another one at 8 o'clock. If you mid 8 o'clock, 9:30, the stock market's open, open up, catch a trade at that. If you don't see a move over there, 10 o'clock, most of the institutional traders are on their desk by 10 o'clock, So you just drive with their volume, the way the market moves, you don't even need to do any analysis. You just see like, oh, in last 3 hours, the price moved, in buy sequence. You just put a buy, and then you keep your stops low, and you trail your stop maybe if you want. And then that's basically what I do. I actually trade sometimes because I live in Brooklyn. So trading London session is pretty hard for me because it's like 3 o'clock in the morning or 4 o'clock in the morning or something like that. Or 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm sorry. I don't even trade that. So I'm not even sure about the time.
3.
Yeah, 3 o'clock in the morning, Eastern time. So I think I've done a couple of trades like a couple of weeks ago, when the war started and then it was really volatile. Asian market moved really up. I still remember a month ago, the gold price moved like $100 in like 4 hours or something, and that was ridiculous price movement. So on that one, I cashed the trade on London session. I was up all night. I was like, I really want to see how the market reacts, and then basically I only trade New York session. So you need to basically focus on one session as well. So choose where you live, where are you? Are you in Eastern time zone, or are you in London time zone, European or Australian, like your Asian time zone? Where are you? Learn so in your local time, what time the New York session is, So let's say in London, what time it starts, in Africa or in Europe, what time New York session opens. You just need to follow that time. You just need to follow it, and you will get a trade every single day. The market does the same thing. You'll see pre-market, how the market moved, and the post-market, once the market open up, it'll do the same exact thing. That's my information that I wanted to add. That's how I trade. My execution is usually in the morning time. Afternoon, as after 2 o'clock, when the institutional traders come back from their lunch, that's the power hour from 3 o'clock. So if you miss a trade over 6:30, 8:30, 6:30, 8, 9:30, 10 o'clock, you miss a trade, come back 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock Eastern time, and then you will catch another trade over there. So these are times I really, really focus on. And trading is really simple, to be honest. I'm generalizing. I'm not pointing at any single person. These trading gurus or whoever sells the courses and signals. I'm just talking about my experience. Again, I'm not pointing anybody. I'm not pointing you guys. I'm not pointing any other firm. But I'm just saying, like in general, that these things have complicated trading so much. It's not even complicated. You just gotta keep your calm, have patience, stick to your time, know what you're doing, and it will come to you. Believe me, it will come to you. So this is the information I'm sharing from my private group. Actually, that's what I learned over there. So there you have it. If you follow this strategy, I'm telling you, you'll be profitable. This with the risk management. You gotta understand. Stop looking at money. Stop. Money is just additional bonus for you. You just gotta focus on what's the percentage you're gaining on your account, how much percentage you're trying to lose on this trade. So if you focus on these three things, I'm telling you, I promise you, at the end of the month, you're gonna see exponential, gains on your account. And with that, I think we can wrap it up now. That's the whole thing I got to say. We will still stretch it to. I mean, you said like we're gonna wrap it up to 9:40. We're still stretched up to 9:55 now Eastern time. So we out of our schedule now.
Oh, that's great, man. That's great, dude. That's great. Like I was about to say exactly like you said at the end. You said this is stuff I'm sharing from the private group. I was about to say, well, now we're getting into the intermediate advanced stuff, and I like that, man, because that's exactly what people are like. I love that because this is what trading is, guys. You have a strategy, right? He literally not just told you, hey, I'm buying with this EMA and this price action. No, he's like, when he's trading, when he's getting out, getting in, at which time, how much he can risk per day. Everything, guys, every single thing. And that's the two things I picked up really. It's the knowing your strategy when you are in profit, putting your stop loss at break even, taking 50%. This is really hard, even for profitable trader.
I just want to add one last thing over here. Earlier we showed that I was in $1,600 profit or something, but now I can show you that the trade reversed on me and everything got closed out. I didn't make $1,600. So here you go. I can show you that the trades, all these reds, you can see that hit my stop loss, and I was in profit $1,600, but I didn't close it. And now all these trades, you can see right here, it come back. I have my take profit and my stop loss. It came back up and
break even. So it's no loss.
So so only one trade I didn't have. For some reason, I have stop loss, so I lost $34 on that one. But other than that, but I'm not angry about it because that was my trade plan. If the trade comes against me, and if it stops out, I'm fine with it. Tomorrow I'll have another opportunity. I'm done for the day now. I know the market is against me. I was on the bias for selling, but now the market came back up. The BTC is going up. I don't know, because it's at a level, as I said earlier, it's at a daily level and weekly level. If it breaks out, it's going to go up. Right now it's at 44,800 something. If this level breaks up, it's going to go maybe around 48,000, 50,000, whatever is the next. I don't know the next level. I didn't see it right now. But whatever is the next level, it's going to go up. But if it drops from here, I think it's going to go back down to 42, 43 level. So that's pretty much it. I just wanted to add right now because I just saw it on my phone that, I just wanted to add like, okay, we shared this trade and this is how it's doing. So you can see right there. What I said, I proved it, that's my strategy. That's what I'm doing. I'm not even worried about it. I could have closed it when we started talking. That would have been $1,600 profit right there. But I'm fine with it, because I have my stop loss. At least I know I didn't lose money on it, So the price right now is way above my stop loss. So I don't have stop loss. Right now I would be in loss, in drawdown. Instead of making money, I'll be losing money. So this way, it's still a win for me because I don't lose any money. Since we were talking, I wasn't monitoring it. This kind of trade, I really look forward to. I keep watching it like after 15, 20, 30 minutes, like how it's doing. So that's pretty much it. It's fine. If you break even, that's still a win.
Yes, sir. Yes, I know. I'm too biased, as people can see, like on Bitcoin. So I do look at the chart and all of that. And I believe for Bitcoin, there's definitely some price action. There's definitely some chart level, but everything goes back to the fundamental when it comes to Bitcoin. Like it is going to move to those levels, but it's going to be a fundamental something that is going to cause it to move. But
so with Bitcoin, with Bitcoin, technicals are very minimal. If you're trading off the technical, if you're trading Bitcoin with technicals, I would say you gotta be on top of your game and close your trades real quick. If you're in profit, if you're comfortable with profit, close it right there. I was aiming for at least 3,000 on this trade. It came back to break even, I'm still fine with it. But definitely Bitcoin actually moves with the news, and a lot of things are, big factor. Let's say, big exchanges, if they move Bitcoin or if they make a bigger order, the price will shoot up, shoot down. This is not like Forex. So with Forex, it's more like, Forex mostly behave technically, fundamentals play a bigger role too, but it's like for very minimal time, at the time that news comes out, maybe the price is going to fluctuate for like next 30 minutes, 1 hour, and then it's going to settle down and come back to its regular levels. But with Bitcoin is completely different story. So these are the kind of things you need to understand when you're trading, what you're trading, why you're trading, how you're trading, and when you're trading. So these are the questions, you got to ask yourself. And if you are able to answer these kind of things, I think you will be profitable definitely in the end of the day.
I love it. And yeah, good way to wrap this up. And me, I was about to say as a joke, but it's true. I cannot short Bitcoin. I'm too much of a Bitcoiner, but I can make profit when traders of my fund are shorting it. So that's great.
I mean, Bitcoin in the long run obviously is bullish, but these trades that I'm placing, I don't even trade Bitcoin on the weekdays. It's just to keep myself engaged on the weekend a little bit. I just started doing it. I used to do back in days in 2016. I still remember when Bitcoin. If you guys go on my Instagram and you see my stories like from the past, well, you'll see like the Bitcoin. Back in days, there was this broker that would take Bitcoin deposits, and they will actually let you trade in bits. The shorter form of Bitcoin, like the 0.001. So that kind of trading I used to do back in days, and the people will see like if they go to the account. Yeah, Bitcoin in long run, definitely bullish. I don't really mess with it in weekdays. All I do is gold. And sometimes DJ is not working out in my favor so far. And right now it's like, I don't know, it's just crazy. It's keep going up, keep going. It doesn't make sense to me right now. So I'm only trading gold at the moment. Yeah. Yep. But definitely in long run, Bitcoin is definitely bullish. But in the smaller time frame, you can short or long it, and you can make a quick buck on it. Yeah, why not?
Of course, we're letting you trade, guys. That's up to you. And thanks a lot, man. That was really great. That was really great. And
thanks for having me. Actually, I really wanted to put this out there for people who can really relate with me, and if they can learn something from me today from this interview, I'm more than happy. I think I served the purpose. And
here you go. Talking about broker, I always forgot, guys. This video is sponsored by our broker, 𝐬𝐴𝐻𝐶. Go click the link in our bio, because if you use our link, you get a $5,000 instant funding account for free, plus 12 months of VIP membership and premium membership, and a $250 bonus. So I always forgot, but guys, our good friend at 𝐬𝐴𝐻𝐶, they are the best broker. And that's why you can trade over the weekend. You can trade with zero spread with them, some pairs, zero commission on gold, crypto, they have the lowest spread, and you can trade over the weekend. But make sure to use our link if you want to get your $5,000 instant funding account. So thanks a lot, man. I really appreciate you. And thanks a lot for your time, and congrats on your payout. Again, $10,000 payout, and it's just the beginning.
Definitely. Looking forward to a long way. This is just the beginning, definitely. Thanks for having me today. And I think I'm happy today that I was able to, share my journey with people. And if people can relate to it, just if you really can relate to me, just listen to what I said. And down the road in a year, you'll be profitable and you'll make good money.
I'm sure they will. All right. Thanks a lot, everybody. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe and get your funded account ASAP. Take care, guys.